In the small village of Eldridge, nestled between emerald hills and flowing rivers, there lived a young man named Lucas. His family, known for generations as hardworking farmers, had built a life grounded in the fertile soil that surrounded their homestead. Lucas, the youngest of three siblings, grew up with a sense of responsibility ingrained in him from an early age. As the sun kissed the horizon each morning, Lucas would join his father, Thomas, in the fields. Their days were filled with the rhythm of planting, tending, and harvesting, a timeless cycle that connected them to the land that had sustained their family for decades. Lucas's family was well respected in Eldridge not only for their tireless work ethic, but also for their unwavering commitment to one another. The Eldridge Farm, with its rustic barns and fields of golden wheat, stood as a testament to the resilience of the family. However, life in Eldridge was not without its challenges. One fateful summer, a drought descended upon the village, casting a shadow over the once thriving fields. The crops withered, and the river that quenched the thirst of the land dwindled to a mere trickle. Lucas, now a young man on the cusp of adulthood, felt the weight of the situation pressing down on his shoulders. The Eldridge Farm, once a symbol of abundance, now stood as a testament to the harsh realities of nature. The village, too, struggled as the specter of scarcity loomed. Determined to ease the burden on his family, Lucas approached the village elder, an old sage named Ilara, known for her wisdom and connection to the mystical elements that shaped Eldridge. Lucas, Ilara greeted him with a knowing smile. The challenges we face are the crucible in which our character is forged. Embrace the adversity, for within it lies the seed of strength. Inspired by Ilara's words, Lucas set out to find a solution. He ventured into the parched fields each day, studying the soil and consulting with fellow farmers. As the days turned into weeks, Lucas noticed a glimmer of hope, a hidden underground spring that had not succumbed to the drought's grasp. With newfound determination, Lucas gathered the villagers and led them to the hidden spring. Through collective effort and the resilience of the human spirit, they redirected the water to breathe life back into the thirsty fields. Eldridge, once on the brink of despair, began to flourish once more. The success of their collective efforts brought a renewed sense of unity to the village. Lucas, however, knew that sustaining this newfound abundance required more than just overcoming a drought. The village needed a long-term solution. Driven by a sense of duty to his family and community, Lucas approached the village council with a proposal to build a network of irrigation channels that would harness the power of the hidden springs and ensure the resilience of the Eldridge fields for generations to come. The council, recognizing Lucas's leadership and foresight, rallied behind the plan. With the support of the villagers, they embarked on a monumental project, digging channels and constructing aqueducts that would transform Eldridge into an oasis in the heart of adversity. As the channels were completed and the waters flowed through the fields, the Eldridge Farm thrived once more. The golden wheat fields swayed in the breeze, and the air was filled with the scent of prosperity. The village, buoyed by their collective triumph, celebrated their newfound resilience. Lucas, however, remained humble amidst the praise. For him, the true honor lay not in personal achievement, but in the well-being of his family and the legacy of Eldridge. He knew that life's challenges were a continuous journey, and he was prepared to face whatever lay ahead to honor his family and the land that had shaped his identity. In the years that followed, Lucas became a beacon of inspiration in Eldridge. His dedication to the village and his unwavering commitment to family values resonated with everyone. He married his childhood sweetheart, Elena, and together they worked side by side, nurturing the Eldridge Farm and ensuring that the lessons learned from the drought were not forgotten. As the seasons cycled through the years, Eldridge continued to prosper under the care and leadership of Lucas. The irrigation channels not only transformed the village into a thriving oasis, but also became a model for neighboring communities facing similar challenges. Eldridge became a beacon of hope, a testament to the strength that could be found in unity and collective effort. Lucas and Elena's family grew, their children running through the same fields that Lucas had tended with his father. The golden wheat, once a symbol of struggle and triumph, now symbolized the continuity of a legacy. The Eldridge Farm, though touched by the scars of the past drought, stood as a resilient testament to the power of human determination. The success of the irrigation project brought new opportunities to Eldridge. Trade flourished, and the village became known for its bountiful harvests and the warmth of its community. Visitors from neighboring regions sought out Eldridge not only for its agricultural expertise, but also for the wisdom embedded in its history. Despite the newfound prosperity, Lucas never forgot the lessons learned during the drought. He continued to instill in the younger generation the importance of resilience, responsibility, and the symbiotic relationship between the people and the land. His words echoed through the village, becoming a mantra that transcended generations. One day, as the sun dipped below the Emerald Hills, casting a warm glow over Eldridge, Lucas gathered the villagers in the central square. The air buzzed with anticipation as he stood before them, a symbol of leadership and humility. "My fellow Eldridge residents," Lucas began, his voice carrying the weight of experience, "we have weathered the storms together, and through our collective strength, we've turned challenges into triumphs. But let us not forget that our journey is ongoing, and the legacy we leave behind is in our hands." He spoke of the responsibility they carried not only for their families, but for the land that cradled Eldridge. His words resonated deeply with the crowd, a reminder that prosperity required constant vigilance and an unwavering commitment to sustainability. Lucas proposed the establishment of an agricultural school in Eldridge, a place where the wisdom of the land would be passed down to future generations. The school would not only teach farming techniques, but also instill a profound respect for nature and the delicate balance that sustained their way of life. The village council, inspired by Lucas's vision, readily approved the idea. The construction of the Eldridge Agricultural School began, and soon, the children of Eldridge found themselves immersed in the knowledge passed down from their forebears. The school became a hub of innovation and community collaboration. Farmers experimented with new crops, and agricultural practices evolved, all while staying true to the principles that had sustained Eldridge for centuries. The legacy of the Eldridge Farm became a living, breathing entity, adapting to the changing times while holding steadfast to its roots. As the years rolled on, Lucas saw his grandchildren attending the Eldridge Agricultural School. The cycle of life and growth continued, and the once young man who faced the challenges of the drought now witnessed the village flourishing in ways he had never imagined. Eldridge became known not just for its fertile fields, but for the wisdom engraved in its community's ethos. Visitors marveled not only at the bountiful harvests, but at the sense of purpose and interconnectedness that radiated from the village. Lucas, now a wise elder, continued to tend to the fields alongside his grandchildren. He walked through the irrigation channels, traced the paths where once there were only trails of dust, and gazed at the river that flowed freely, quenching the land's thirst. One evening, as the villagers gathered to celebrate the harvest festival, Lucas stood before them once more. The emerald hills, the flowing river, and the golden wheat fields framed him like a painting of resilience and continuity. "We are the custodians of this land," Lucas proclaimed, his eyes gleaming with pride. Through unity, hard work, and a deep respect for the gifts nature bestows upon us, we have turned challenges into victories. Eldridge is not just a place, it's a way of life, a commitment to honor our past, embrace the present, and shape a legacy for the future. The applause that followed was not just for Lucas, but for the spirit of Eldridge, the spirit that endured through droughts and prospered through abundance. As the festivities continued, the Eldridge community danced beneath the starlit sky, celebrating not just a bountiful harvest, but the resilience of a village that had learned to thrive against all odds. And so, as the night unfolded in a tapestry of celebration, the legacy of Lucas and Eldridge echoed through the Emerald Hills, a story of resilience, unity, and the enduring power of a community bound by a love for the land and each other. Thank you for joining us on this storytelling journey. We hope you've enjoyed the tale. If you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe for more captivating stories. We look forward to having you back soon for another adventure.